how to download that. Sí. Tenemos que estar
Hey guys, it's Monica, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you the things that we use in our family to help treat and prevent colds, flus, and viruses using natural remedies. If you're new, I'm a mom and a nurse, and I post videos twice a week on parenting, healthy living, and life with little ones, and would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel. So I have two kids that are 2 and 4, and we've been really lucky to avoid ever having to give antibiotics or ear infections or anything like that. By using these natural remedies, I've been able to keep them relatively healthy and enable them to bounce back quickly after any sort of illness. And that's what I'll be sharing with you guys today. So obviously the best way to avoid illness and to stay healthy is by having a really strong immune system, and basically just give your body what it needs to be able to do its job and fight off illnesses. So we take daily supplements year-round, including vitamin D3 and probiotics. And in the cold and flu season, we're usually taking vitamin C every day as well. And if we are coming down with something or we are sick, then we will double up and do twice a day of the probiotics and twice a day of the vitamin C. We're always trying to eat really clean and healthy, but especially during illness, I find I'm really trying to make sure that the kids are getting everything that they need. I make them this really healthy, loaded oatmeal, which is just packed full of nutrients and a great way to start the day. We're also doing green smoothies and green juices to load our bodies up with all the nutrients that they need. So whenever we start to feel like we're coming down with something or we do get sick, one of the first things we go to is garlic and honey. Raw garlic has amazing antimicrobial properties, but be sure to crush it up and let it sit for about 10 minutes before consuming it. This will trigger an enzyme reaction so that the garlic releases its full health benefits. Manuka honey is the best option, but organic raw honey is also great and full of health benefits. I'll mix this together and give it to the kids in a spoon, and my husband and I prefer to usually swallow the crushed garlic whole and then follow that up with a spoonful of honey. We also use a gemotherapy extract called briar rose for treating viruses like colds and flus, which is a form of homeopathy that has worked just great for us. We also use another gemotherapy called black currant, and this one is good for congestion and coughs. You know, that lingering cough that kids have like weeks after they get better from whatever initially caused it. The black currant we found really helps with that as well. So the ones that we use come in tincture form. We drop that into a little bit of water and give it to them 3 times a day. For the flu, we use Oslo, and I'm not going to say the full name because I know I'm going to say it wrong. And obviously you talk with your own pediatrician or your own doctor about what therapies are right for you. We found that it works really well. My son actually tested positive for influenza A when he was 2, and we gave him this and did all the other therapies, and he was honestly better in less than 2 days. Next one is oregano oil. And this has been shown to have a very powerful antimicrobial effect as well. So for the kids, I did the oregano essential oil, which I just mixed with a little bit of coconut oil and rubbed that on their feet and put socks over their feet. And this way their bodies can absorb it through the skin, and I don't have to worry about giving too much because it can be really powerful. Next one is elderberry, and elderberry is super popular now, and it's for a good reason. It's also been shown to have really great antimicrobial effects as well and be really effective against the flu. And this comes in 2 different forms. You can get it in a tincture form, which is what we have, or you can get it as a syrup. And I've read that kids are a little bit more apt to take it as a syrup. My son doesn't really like the taste of the tincture at all mixed with water, but you know, he understands that it's for his health, so he'll tolerate it, but he does not love it. So if you have a more picky child, then elderberry syrup might be a better option. And then for ear aches, ear pain, or ear infection, we use garlic drops. We've been really lucky actually, and neither of my kids have ever really had an ear infection. If they ever complain of ear aches or ear pain, we just use the ear drops along with all the other natural remedies, and then within a day, they're not complaining anymore and fine. Another thing that I use is tea, and there's a couple different kinds that I use. For the kids, I just do the green tea with lemon and honey. If you have Manuka honey, even better. I try to be sure to let the tea cool down before adding honey so that you don't overheat it and destroy the raw properties. Another tea that I love is the triple echinacea tea, and I generally just stick with that for myself. And again, with that one, I mix it with a little bit of lemon and honey and find that that's really soothing and really helps my body personally to boost my immune system. Another thing that I mentioned earlier were green juices, and this is great because you can just extract all of the amazing properties out of these plants. Ginger is really effective against illness, and so I make sure to include this, but I like to juice this actually separate from the rest of the juice because it is a little spicy, and sometimes the kids won't drink the juice if there's too much ginger, and so I will juice that separately and then just add a little bit to their drinks to make sure that it's not too much so they'll tolerate it, and then I'll just pour the rest into my drink. And it's always good to avoid refined and processed sugars, but especially when you're sick, this just wreaks havoc on your immune system. I feel really lucky that we were able to find a holistic pediatrician who is really open and knowledgeable about natural and alternative therapies. Though he is an MD, and if something was really bad or we needed the antibiotics or traditional medicine, we've got that. But I think it's really great when you can find somebody who also has that background in natural therapies. But I've really learned in the last few years how many natural therapies that are effective, and anytime I can go to the plant source or a really simplified natural remedy, I'm really happy to do that and avoid some of the side effects of traditional Western medicine. 2 bonus tips that I've got for sore throat and for eye infection. So for sore throat, gargling with warm water and sea salt or Himalayan pink salt is really effective in helping with throat pain. Last year I actually got like an infection or something in my eye where it was just kind of gross and there was like gunk in my eye every day. It wasn't painful, so it wasn't like super serious, but just there was obviously an infection there. And I just used warm water and honey and a little bit of sea salt and just did an eye rinse with that. And I was able to clear that infection within a day. I've been so happy with using these natural products. I'm honestly just baffled sometimes about how easy it is to treat illnesses and skincare and all of these things with these natural products. So that's what I want to share with you guys. I highly recommend finding a doctor, pediatrician, family doctor who is holistic and understands natural therapies and is open and willing to share those with you. I hope this video helps you and your family stay healthy. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give that thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to consider doing so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.